basically, the technique for positive persuasion and positive manipulation that guided intelligence does is, here, it'll come to me. It's coming to me. Let it come to me. And let me give you examples of something else while it comes to me. I'll give you examples of how I did it. How I did it with my life. So I used to be the type of person that didn't know how to get a job or tried to get a job, put so much effort and struggle into getting a job, but the effort was unknowing. So it was like, I'm putting the effort, but I don't know if I was going to get the job. When I switched it to, I'm putting the action in, the effort, but I know that I deserve the job. I'm getting the job. It is my birthright. I am persuading, I'm sending signals to them, getting them to visualize the image of who I am as a person, what I am and what they need in their company, and who they are looking for and how I can change the image in their mind. And they are visually seeing that from behind their desk while they are looking at my resume. I'm doing all of this spiritually. I'm sending this signal. So when I would get on a call with them, they'd say, yeah, like, I was really looking forward to talking to you. It was like I was thinking about you. And when they would say things to me, I knew I sent that signal to them because I was sending signals into them about what I wanted for the company or what I wanted them to see in me. I was saying it in advance. I was visualizing it, sending signals while they were looking at my resume. I didn't know they were looking at my resume. I visualized them looking at my resume, and I send signals in to penetrate their mind that when they're looking at my resume, they love me. They're smiling at me. They're attracting me. And I put into their mind that they are attracting me, not that I'm attracting them, that they are attracting me. And when I did that, I got phone calls from around the world, from Alberta, from Canada, from United States, from America, from all around the world, of all the jobs that I applied for that I manifested. Even if I didn't manifest and I had a resume up, people were looking for me. They were chasing me. Companies who wanted to pay me $250,000. They wanted me to sign a contract. It was confirmed. I went through the 3 interview process for me to get paid for 10 months out of the year, but I had to move to China. So it made me realize how powerful we are as creators. And it made me come into my power and say, you know what, I'm better than that. I don't need to leave my family to get roles, to get opportunities. This was just a lesson. Mm-hmm. I did it I said, you know what? I'm more than an employee. I'm a supervisor. I did it towards that. I became a supervisor. I said, no, you know what? Now let's try something. I'm a manager. I became a manager. I said, no, you know what? Scrap that. I'm better than that. I am the, what did I say? I got interviews to be the head, like the CEO of, it was something a specific within the company. I was the owner. I was one of the co-founders of, not co-founders, sorry. I was it's coming to me. The director, sorry. I was the director. I said, I want to be the director of a gym, a holistic gym. I want to teach people that go to the gym a holistic approach to losing weight. Because a lot of gyms don't apply the law of attraction. They apply what you got to do physically, with your diet and your weight. And you know what? I sent that signal out there, and I sent out a visualization that people in the world were looking for me. And I got a call saying, "Hi, we are looking, you put out a resume a couple of weeks ago, but Lana, we really love you. We really like," it was just, I had no presence. Like, I didn't have gut intelligence at that time. And they were saying these things about me that I sent out as a signal. Okay. And I was like, awesome, that's wonderful. Like, I acted like that, but I knew it was me. I did it. I created that. And I went for the interview. I didn't get the job, but I knew that I can. And what I needed to fix was my interview presence, how to communicate and speak better to get that job. So I knew the science and the understanding behind my methods and what I was doing, but they didn't see me as that person yet to lead and be the director, the head director of their company. And I respect that. I understand. So since then, I've done a lot of growth, and probably if I had the interview today, they'd hire me in a heartbeat, because I would know how to persuade a conversation. I would know how to talk in a way that they want to hear me speak. Where before I didn't do that. I didn't realize that. I just did the manifestation, and then I sat there. I'm like, I didn't know what to say and how to express my methods. So they asked me in the interview, give me an example of how you would approach and lead our company in a holistic approach in how you lost weight. You were 220 pounds. How did you do it? And the way I said it was different. It was like, I just kind of jumped. I did the loop-de-loop thing where I'm like, you could do your, I did my techniques, and, I did my mirror talk, and I did my cold showers, and, it was amazing. I lost the weight. So now I would say it specifically, I would say, first of all, I would talk to clients about self-love, self-respect. I'll put a method together first to make them understand, and so I can understand what they're missing in their life. What have they been doing? What have they not done yet? Then I would introduce new techniques. Then I would focus, I'd give them the steps. And I didn't do that day, but I got the interview to be a director. So if I did the techniques correctly, I would have been the director. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm so blessed that I'm not the director of that gym. Even though it would have been a great opportunity, but I hope this gives you an idea that you are a creator. You are a creator. You got to put those messages and those signals. You got to envision and visualize that you are not chasing the interview. The interview is actually chasing you. Who do you have to become to be in that company? Or who do you have to become to get that interview? Or who do you have to be? Who are they looking for to fit that role? You not only have to attract what you want, you got to attract what they want.
Yeah.
Even in a man. So who do you have to become that he is expecting a woman to become? What does he expect out of a woman? What is his love language? What are some traits and personalities that a man desires? That's how you do it. Not only, hey, what do I want in a man? How tall is he? How big is he? How smart is he? How intelligent is he? How loving is he? How generous is he? No, it doesn't work that way. Who do you have to become to be the ideal woman for the ideal man? It works the same way. Who do you have to become to be the ideal candidate for that role, or for those letters, or for those visas, or for those traveling expenses, everything paid for. I manifested that. I said, I was getting jobs, but they weren't paying for me. They were saying, no, you got to pay for your own car, your own laptop. I said, okay. So I changed the direction. I said, okay, now I'm going to get a paid for company that pays for my expenses, pays for my education, pays for my vacations, pays for my phone, my laptop, my car, my gas. And guess what, Celsila? I got that. Every time I did that, that's the job I got. So the job that I got, so I got a job in a company. It was a Forbes 500 company, Rogers Smart Home Monitoring. They were almost a billion trillion dollar company. At the time, it was a startup. They just introduced security cameras into telecommunication company. So it was a telecommunication company, and they introduced security cameras into their company. Okay.
Did you still apply for those jobs? Did you send out applications?
Yes.
And just manifested whatever you wanted?
You have to take action.
And did you read through the breakdowns, or did you just choose a company and then send your...
No, I chose a vision of a company. I didn't even know that it was going to be that company. And I didn't look and research companies and what they expected. I set out the expectation.
So how was your sending your resume out process?
So I created a resume based around all the things that I desired that they would want to desire in me. So yes, it's the power of persuasion, manipulation, but you have to believe in yourself that you are number one. You have to believe in yourself that you can run a team, a successful team of 500 people. You are able to master capabilities of the power of persuasion. You are able to manipulate and persuade sales. You are able to work for a company that will pay for all your expenses because they see that in you, richness in you, that you are going to express their company in such a way. You have to believe it first. So when I sent that out, then it appeared. So the company became that company. And I was like, wow. And they told me their compensation plan. I didn't know their compensation plan. They said, okay, full expenses, full vacation, full this, full that. You got your phone, your car, you got everything, logos, brand, everything, referrals. I even wanted my own referrals. I wanted them to give me clients. I didn't want to have to chase. They said, we provide you all the clients. We also provide you with Tim Hortons cards, like the coffee shop gift cards, to give to people for free. So we provide you with stacks to give to companies. We also provide you to work with the insurance company that is in conjunction with our company, and you are partnered up with them and their clients as well. So you get to have meetings with them and go to all of their clients as well. And I was like, awesome. But I kept my composure and I acted professional. And I wasn't like, oh, no. I was like, okay, beautiful. Yeah, I understand. I accept that. That's what I expected. Do you guys provide, what else? I asked, do you guys provide bonuses and incentives? Because if I'm getting these sales, I work for companies that if I hit 20 sales in a month, we would get an extra $2,000 to $5,000 bonus in our check. Do you guys give bonuses? They're like, oh my God, Malcolm, I'm glad you asked. Yes, we have packages. We have a $3,000 bonus, a $5,000, a $10,000, and a $20,000 bonus. If you hit 15 sales, 20 sales, 30 sales, 40 sales. I said, okay, perfect. So everything that I didn't even know was happening in that company. Make sense? So, yeah. So look, you can create what you desire, what you believe you are ready for, what you are in your life. You attract who you are, not what you want, and not only what you want, and not only what you feel, but what you are. You have to embody that, what you are. Are you someone who has the visa paid for? Are you somebody that has her expenses paid for? Are you somebody that the company flies out at any whim, like whenever they want to fly you out, they just fly you out? Are you that person? Are you that person? Yes, you have to not just naively say yes, you got to actually live and believe it. So yes, you got to do what's hard. You got to believe it to make it happen. You got to do the things you got to do for your mom and create a new reality in your house. You have to create a new reality and a new paradigm for your life and new paradigms in your subconscious mind. Yes, you have to do all of the work, mind, body, spirit. You have to do all that. And that is how I was able to manifest women, manifest friends, manifest employers, manifest companies, manifest checks, manifest cars, manifest houses, manifest books. I posted on Instagram all the books that I wanted. And I said, I want these books. These are all the books that I want. I'm going to get them. And yeah, I knew I had clients, but through wanting and believing and knowing it's going to happen and feeling it happened already, I took action. I said to one of my clients, I said, hey, it would be great if you just didn't have to worry about this week to pay me. You know what I would feel is fair, even though it's hundreds of dollars cheaper, but I feel it's the fair energy, is these are the books that I want. 20 minutes later, he asked for my address. 20 minutes later, he sent me the tracking number. 4 days later, I got 5 books in the mail. So it started off with a thought. It started off with a vision, an idea, a vision, a thought. And how do I have to apply that into my goals to take action, to live in the now? So it's not all about sitting and thinking and believing and attracting. Yes, that works if you become wholeheartedly the person you are. If you are not wholeheartedly becoming the person you are, if you are that person with the visa already, you got to be it. You got to live it. You got to act as if you have it. If you're not acting,
how can I do that in practically in my life?
Okay, that's called creating an alternate reality in your mind. Here, this is how you do it. So you just said, in reality, how do I do something that does not exist yet, right? Basically, it doesn't exist. How do I act as if I have something I don't even have in reality, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how you do it. Here's an example. When I was 18 years old, I was working for a company, and the first time I heard it was, visualize yourself walking up to a customer's house, going up the driveway, visualizing their car, their house, their door, but at the same time, visualize yourself walking, visualize yourself smiling, what you feel, what you act like, what you look like. Visualize yourself as what you are, how you are smiling, how you're looking at the client. When they open the door, visualize how they look at you, how they perceive you, how they talk to you. Visualize yourself stepping into the house, walking into the door. Visualize yourself, you ask for their bill to sign a contract. They give you the bill, happiness, willingly. Visualize it happen. It happened already. They're laughing, they're smiling, they're giving you drinks and food. So I did it. I lived it. I believed it. I go up to that house, and guess what? They smile at me. I didn't know if she was black, white, brown, Chinese, Indian, whatever culture they were, but I just visualized a face, and I just visualized a smile. and I just visualized extension of their arms and their hands and saying, come inside. And I visualized it. They said, come inside. And guess what? They asked me for tea. They asked me for coffee. They asked me for soda, water. Eventually they asked me for drinks because yes, I manifested I wanted a beer. And they asked me for if I wanted a beer. They asked me if I wanted a shot, but this was after 4 hours or 3 hours of being there because I didn't want to drink while I was trying to sell them, right?
Yeah.
So I manifested opportunities too. A lot of people who are homeowners run successful companies and franchises, and they wanted to hire me. So that's how you do it. You have to live in it now. You have to live in it now.
With the visualization.
Not only with the visualization, but you got to come out of it into a reality, like as if you have it now. Why don't you print out a visa, what it looks like, and keep it in your wallet? Go to the store that's like $1 or $5 and less store where you get a card that's like a card and you make it look like a visa and you keep it in your wallet, and you're like going to the store and you pull it out back. Oh, that's my visa. No, you don't need my visa. There's my debit card or my credit card. Like, you got to act, you got to pretend, you got to live it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So with the visa, how would you do a visualization?
For the visa, you would basically visualize it materializing in your life. And you picture, so it starts off with the process of the people behind the scenes received your application. You visualize them.
Even before that, for example, I still have to get stuff like interviews. That's what I meant with interview. I meant press interviews.
Yeah, so visualize all of that happening, the process to the point of the visa application, to the point of them filling it out, thinking of you, sending a signal like, wow, yeah, this girl deserves it. It's kind of like, do all of the processes and all in the vision that you need to do strategically for the steps you have to do that, and then come out of it living in the now as if you did it, because you did it. It happened so realistically that it happened, but you must come out of that reality and live it like it's a reality. See how I said reality twice, but it was a visualization, imagination? Your imagination is just as real as your reality in the physical world. Because what can happen in a dream can happen in reality. Just like the plane was invented, a computer was invented, a chair was invented. It didn't just happen by mistake. It happened through thought alone. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
My mind is expanding. I am taking this information in. When you yawn, when you're getting knowledge and wisdom, something that's like new to program your mind, I'm rewiring, I'm programming my mind. New signals are wiring and firing to my brain. That's what I do when I start to act or get tired, even though you're not tired, or maybe you are, or if you're yawning. No matter what, you always have to send a new signal. You got to get so used to making the uncommon common.
You have to get so used
to making the uncommon common. You got to get so used to making paradigms, something that is not a reality, into your reality. You know, like, if you don't have a can of pop, if you drink pop, you got to believe you have that can of pop and you're drinking it, or you've drank it already and you have the empty can sitting on your counter. If you don't have a fish tank, like, oh, you can't see because I have the background, but if you don't have an aquarium, you got to create that aquarium in your mind before it comes. I created that aquarium. I created the fish. I created the colors in there. I created the rocks. I created the skull. What I have in there, I created everything. And then it happened. Then I went out and I got it. My car, I created it in my mind, what I truly wanted. Say it in your mind, what I taught you. I'm rewiring my mind. I'm expanding my mind. I'm learning, I'm growing. Just keep doing that every time. Because what happens is when we yawn, our subconscious mind tends to be like, oh, I'm tired. Or, oh, no, change that out of your mind and yawn and be like, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm expanding my mind. So then a new signal comes into your mind every time you yawn, and your subconscious mind works for your conscious mind. Remember, your brain works for you. You do not work for your brain. Okay, where was I? So the car, I attracted it, but I released it. So you always have to remember not to linger and hold on to it, because you need to let it out to the universe. If you're holding on to it, you are controlling it. You're not going to get anything that you control. Stop controlling your life. Stop dictating your life. Stop controlling your life. Stop trying to dictate the direction of your life. Let it go.
Question to that. So, if you like somebody and you do all these visualizations, and then how can you release it with somebody you have feelings for and you don't want to get, like too controlling?
So how do you release it without getting controlling?
Yeah, for example, I like somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm visualizing and trying to like make my visualization true. So
Yeah.
how can I release it when I have all these feelings of like liking that person?
Then feel it like you have it. Send the signal like I taught you with the resume, with them visualizing, or with you visualizing what he expects out of you. Send those messages, subliminal messages, to him, and picture that it's penetrating his mind and he's thinking of you. And then you let it go like you did the work. You have to act like a creator. You have to act like, just let's just imagine you have a sewing machine and you're creating a dress.
Mm-hmm.
You know you have the blueprints to your dress. You know it's sitting on your desk. You have the blueprints. You just have to make it. And then once it's made, you know it's going to be made, and then you can sell it. But you know it's yours. It's yours. You know that is yours. You have it. So you're walking around, you're going, hanging out with your friends, knowing you have that design. That is your dress. You made it. That's what you have to do. Bear with us.
Yeah. And I also wanted to thank you for creating such a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
And for, yeah, first of all, everything you do. And I feel like, I don't know if that is a loop-de-loop from me. I feel like we're growing together, and it's like a coaching, but it's a together thing instead of like, like you trying to force it on me. It's something like,
yes.
I feel like we do it as a team together.
Yes.
So this is beautiful. So thank
You're
you
welcome
for creating that space.
You're very welcome. That's my intention with everybody, and maybe more, even more with you, who knows? But I always tell all my clients that I treat every client uniquely and to what they need. So our relationship is just how we are. This is the way I approach you, the way I talk to you, the way my tonality is, the way you ask me. It's always different than how I teach somebody else. It's never the same. Even if I gave you a segment of my coaching call with somebody else, you'd be like, holy, you're so different. Like you have a totally different energy. You have a totally different approach. It's because I'm connected to that person. I connect with people. I don't just have a generic process. Right? So that's why you feel it's very special and unique to you, because it is very unique and special to both of us. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you for saying that. That's my intention.
No.
Champagne. What do you like? Like a burger? Like what do you enjoy?
I like chicken nuggets.
Oh, McDonald's ones? Like which ones? Oh man.
I know, but I tried so many different. I tried to do them myself, and honestly they're not as good. I'm like,
okay, there's a YouTube video I watched how to make identical chicken nuggets like the McDonald's recipe, the ingredients, so you can use the ingredients yourself without the preservatives.
Okay, because I found some in a grocery store in Lidl.
Yeah.
We call it Lidl.
Yeah.
And they have very similar ones, so I usually try to buy those.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say treat yourself to McDonald's. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry.
I just but because I watch what I eat, I sometimes what I like to treat myself is watching TV.
Okay.
I can't explain it, but watching TV feels so good.
Yeah.
I just love it. Yeah.
Okay, treat yourself. Go ahead. If you make a rule and you say, once in a blue moon, I will treat myself with nuggets, but once in a blue moon. But every other time that I treat myself, I'll treat myself with TV and dark chocolate, or like a glass of my favorite drink that I don't always drink. I want you to go and buy it without scarcity. I want you to buy it with that manifestation, that vision of your life has become what it's become, and go purchase what you want, like you are celebrating your success.
Okay.
Do that. And that is a good way to celebrate in advance. Never take as impact or anxiety, even if you are being directed or casted or interviewed. If they ask you something that is an expectation, I don't want you to ever feel the expectation. I want you to feel relaxed, calm, and bliss. Like there's no expectation here. It's a detachment. Nobody has an expectation. If you treat it like an expectation, it will come out of you like expectation, like anxiety. So just practice nonchalantness. Relax. It's okay.
Nonchalantness?
Nonchalant is like you're being so like everything is flowing. Like you're open to everything, but attached to nothing. Like you're not attached to like, I have to, it needs to. Relax, do your work, your techniques, and all the stuff that you're learning without feeling attached.
So then with the detachment, one more question.
Yes.
So this guy, I helped him with his scene study and like 2 auditions.
Yes.
And I love to help because it helps me as well.
Good.
And also I love to help because I like spending time with him.
Yes.
So, but it was over Zoom. So he doesn't live in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So now he offered, I'm going to get coached on a couple scenes to update my videos on my profiles to have really good scenes.
Yes.
And he offered to help me with those yesterday, and he didn't come through. So, but I contacted him and gave him options of to choose from like time slots. And he didn't even read the text until now, so he forgot.
Yeah.
Um
Okay,
so when
I'll help you right away.
so when he gets in touch with me, he's probably going to say, sorry, I was very busy. How should I detachedly respond, but still put my foot down and not,
Yes.
because I want to be kind and I am kind,
Yeah.
but I don't want to get used or taken advantage of my kindness.
That's on you. You have to realize a man is a man, a woman is a woman. And
Mhm.
your attachment is only to you and
Yeah.
not to him.
Yeah.
And you have to detach and understand that you have to live in a lifestyle of flow. When I was attracting women, I did not have expectations, because when you have expectations, the expectation is, when you do the manifest, it's a positive one. It's like, okay, this is what I desire, then I let
Mhm.
it go. I no longer have an attachment to it. I know what the expectation is. But throughout the day, when I'm sending a text or anything, I don't have an attachment. I already have the expectation is done. I let everything go. I live in harmony. I live in peace. I don't say, oh, she didn't message me, or she looked at you. I don't premeditate on it. I don't analyze it. So you have to learn how to be happy and content with yourself, for yourself, by yourself, with the intention of what you truly want to
Mhm.
manifest from the universe. If you put control and strain in your desires, you are going to chase him away indirectly. He's already showing you things that you're attached to, and it's happening already, where it's causing that magnet, that detachment magnet. You want to have a magnet that attracts, not
Yeah.
negative and positive, right? I mean, not negative and negative. You want to have it, you want to detach, so then it naturally just comes together. So when you message him, don't have any expectations in your eyes and your heart. Smile with love is a technique. When you look at the message, or when you look at him not seeing a message, look at it like, I accept it. I understand he's busy or whatever.
Mhm.
Just don't put any notion into it.
What
Notion
is
meaning,
notion?
don't put any thought into it. Don't put any dwelling into it. Don't put any premeditated like trying to
Negative.
understand it for too much.
Okay.
Don't put into it too much. Remember, you release the energy to manifest your desired guy. Allow it to happen naturally. Okay. Don't force it.
So how did you know with Naz that she was the right one?
I I believed what I wanted. I didn't know until it happened. I just didn't force it. Things came up in the way. Baggage, ex boyfriends came and tried to get her number. Guys used to call her when we were living together, and we were just 2 months, 3 months in a relationship or something, and living together. And boys would call her, guys, men, and I would be like, she'd be like, let me handle it. They don't know. I had to go through that detachment process early on. But at the same time, I had to overcome my own issues as a man. I was an angry guy. I was negative. I was controlling. And I was understanding spiritual manifestation work because I had a car accident, right? So I had to be connected to source while connected to this body, with the pain, the suffering, the anger, the jealousy. And I had to be challenged with men entering her life and guys trying to still be with her, and the jealousy and insecurity of her wanting that and leaving and being like having temptations. So listen, nobody said it's an easy road.
Mm-hmm.
We've, like, it's, some relationships go through pain and suffering and turmoil, you
Mm-hmm.
know and even just because you manifest somebody, it doesn't mean you're not going to be faced with challenges.
Yeah, of course.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Be prepared for the worst. Because if I wasn't prepared for the worst, my life prepared me for some pretty deep fucking damage. You know, I was prepared, I understood, and I worked through it. I didn't run away, I didn't give up, I didn't fold, I looked at it like, okay, this is a challenge. I manifested this. Holy fuck. Now I got to do this. I got to put in the work. I got to accept it. I got to accept that, oh, she has emotional problems. She's naive herself. She's in denial. She has issues. I got to work on that. I got to work on it for myself. You know, can you imagine if you stepped into a relationship with all of your issues and he looked at that and he was like, I'm not dealing with this shit, and he leaves you? You have to manifest a man that's willing to stay with you and understand you as well. Right? So it's not like you're just trying to build on this temptation to attract a man that you love. He's gorgeous. I got all these giddy feelings. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're putting that in the way of the future manifest.
Yeah.
Have the intention, but detach. Even if he becomes awesome with you, but he ends up not being the one, you have to accept that. I had to accept that too. When I did that and I put that out into the universe that maybe she's not the one, and I let it go, it happened. I let her go. We separated. We broke up because we were both very toxic to each other. I let her go. We separated. We dated other people. I was in sexual relations with other women. So was she, with not women. And we ended up organically, naturally holding another true desire to come back together. I believed in her. I trusted that what she said was true, that she loves me, I'm the one, and blah, 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 all that talk. I had to wholeheartedly believe it. I had to just trust her at that time until now. So it's a working progress. Relationships is a whole other topic. It's a whole other ball game that nobody is perfect at, but you got to be willing to be unperfect at something.
Yeah.
Right? If you're willing to be unperfect, that is good. That is great. You got to be willing to fail, willing to accept that it may not work out, that he may break your heart. He may end up yelling at you. He may be controlling. He may be overpowering. Your vulnerabilities have to become something of understanding that you don't want to manifest, but you got to understand that if it did happen, you can't be shocked. You can't be like, let it deter you from life and affect you completely. Like, oh my God, why him? Another man? Like, oh, my life is ruined. You cannot do that to yourself. Okay, you got to stay strong, because there may be another person, or it may be him coming back around to make it right. Mm-hmm. So these are things that I remember, loop-de-loop. It's going over your head because it's things you're not even conceiving in your life as a 23-year-old woman, right?
29.
So, oh, sorry, you're 29?
Yeah.
What? I thought you. Oh my God, why did I think you were 23?
Maybe first of all, maybe because I look so young. People think I'm under 18, and
no, I didn't think that at all. I didn't think that at all.
I like when people think I'm under 18. It gives me a chance to act younger roles.
But the thing is, it wasn't that I thought you were 23. My bad.
All good.
I knew because I heard it from somebody, or you said it, or I heard the age 23 at one point. So I had 23 in my head.
Okay.
But you don't look like a minor, underage, or 23. You look who you are, right? So whatever. Okay, that's cool.
I want to be perceived as like 17, so that's okay. I love it.
Why?
Because it gives me the chance to be like in Disney movies, as like, or in like high school movies.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, or it's beautiful.
Yeah, like Riverdale, or The Vampire Diaries, or Legacies. Like those are shows that I want to be on.
Remember, your character and your acting has to be identified concisely.
What is concisely?
So basically, you have to be very detailed and perfect, and the words that I'm looking for is, you have to basically not let your character come in the way of your acting character, and your acting character to not come in the way of your reality character.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be very concise. That's what it means to be very, you got to know your self identity at the end of the day and work through all of this, and you have to, you know, visualize stuff. So manifesting is fine, you could do it, you can take action, but if something doesn't go your way, that's where it can hinder you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not trying to set that out, but I'm trying to prepare you that, look, he's beautiful, he's amazing, he's awesome, okay?
Of course.
But also, don't be so attached to
Yeah.
anybody. Don't be so attached. If I can detach, so can you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to allow you to attract him better.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, a man doesn't want a needy woman, and a man doesn't want a completely detached woman. Play with it. Play with the energies, but don't be so analytical on everything. Love, when you look at his message, he didn't get back to you, just let it go. It's okay. Be free. Don't you want to be free in a Disney movie and free? You know, you don't want to be this like this control freak woman that's portraying like a free Disney character. No, you want to be truly awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, you know, how when he will get back to me on that text, because I know
Yes.
he wants to help.
Yes.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
I like so far his character. I was just wondering how I should get back on that. You know, when he
No
says
worries.
sorry.
I'll tell you. Yeah. Think of a good consequence. Think of an outcome for him that maybe he's going to message you and be like, oh, hey, sorry, I had to get some work done, and you know, I really truly wanted to get back to you. Visualize that, because he might just message that. But if you send out an expectation like, oh, well, he's going to give me an excuse, and how do I handle that, then that's what's, you're preparing for that. Don't prepare for that. Prepare for something amazing and you to respond beautifully. Prepare for you approaching him kindly, understanding, and be like, oh, it's all good. Like, that's what I totally understand. Like, it's all good. Picture yourself in that bliss moment and picture him looking at you with understanding eyes, and picture him saying, you know, maybe something that you want, not what you don't want. So
Well,
you don't want an excuse, right? So don't think of an excuse.
No, I know he's busy, so he will have valid reasons.
Yeah.
What I want is, when he promises something, he just should keep to the promise. And if he can't keep it, let me know. So
I understand. I have that control issue too with Naz. So when she's on the phone and she's busy, she doesn't communicate at all. She's a bad, horrible communicator. In my eyes, no, not in her eyes. She's good at so many things. In my eyes, with the thing, the way I was looking at it. So I got to change the way I look at it. See, it was a test. I had to change the way I look at it. So now my expectation has to completely be changed. And then I have to change the reality by going upstairs. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change, right? So I need to practice, right? We all got to practice. So it's work. It's beautiful work if you love it, but it's exhausting if you find it exhausting, right? So just that's how, like, I hope you just accept that. That's how, okay? You gotta want, don't say what you don't want. Don't say, well, how do I handle, just send that out to God, send it out to the universe and be like, I don't have to handle anything. I leave that up to you. Detach, let the day come. And when the day comes, let me just be loving and just detached. That's how you attract, because, you know, that's how girls literally in 5 or in 7 days, this is might come across wrong because I was in college, but in 7 days, I attracted 7 girls. Right? And but also when I wanted to attract what I wanted, I attracted it because I detached from what I wanted. So it could have been the right conversation. It could have been a friendship. It could have been someone, a study partner, which I attracted. Right? So it could be, hey, I attracted somebody to share their homework with me in college, which yes, I did. I attracted somebody who was just a friend, right? Like you can do that. If I can do that 7 days, be your own creator. Don't, you know, we can be destructors. We can destroy or we can construct, right? We can destroy or we can build, right? Don't go down that path too far in your head because you're destroying, it's affecting your manifestations for other stuff that you want in your life. This boy, this guy can affect your visa. This guy can impact you not getting your visa.
Dang, he's not worth it.
Exactly.
My visa is more worth to me than
exactly. So what I'm trying to say is if you are holding any of these emotional thoughts towards one aspect of your life, it's going to affect all aspects of your life.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So good thing we brought this conversation up, just so you're aware. Yes. Yeah. Only if you perceive it like that. So, okay, I get that. And I want you to use the same understanding of what you're trying to say to me as the law of attraction is power, but use it in a positive light for everything that we're learning in your personal life. The way you're thinking, very analytical and perceiving things to manifest, do it for the positive outcomes in your life. Now, coming back to this, I want to teach you something. So somebody tried to send, like if somebody tries to send you a curse or voodoo or a bad manifestation, it's up to you how you perceive it. If you are living in your life of scarcity and worry that that is going to happen, you're susceptible to that energy, it is going to happen.
Well, so, then let's put it out there. Once I'm not susceptible anymore.
Exactly.
Not while I'm susceptible.
Exactly.
And you can, you know, once I want to be famous, I am a famous actor.
Yeah.
Once the whole world is at that point where they know when I'm a household name.
I visualized that already a couple days ago, and then we'll do it. I get it. Look, you're speaking into existence.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Before I forget it.
Yep.
Once I am there and the whole world is there, you can use all of the recordings.
I know.
I don't care. You can use it to promote yourself. You can use it to attract clients.
No, it's not about that.
But I don't care, you know?
Yeah, I know. I understand.
But right now, I'm all about my energy.
Yeah.
My energy to manifest. Yeah. And I don't want anybody else's energy to mess with it until I master it.
100%. I totally respect that. And I know, and I agree with that. I actually pictured that and I visualized this same conversation a couple days ago or yesterday. I knew it. And I knew that this is the reason why, and it's great, it's awesome. So I was just having a hope for you to be in that space in your mind holistically already, but
Mhm.
you're not. I respect that too. So and I already see you as that, and I see us utilizing it for those purposes. But for now, I'll just put audio.
Okay. And wherever it says salsala, can you
Remove
mute
that.
it? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Or you want to put something with the video, can you cover me for now?
Yeah. So I'll send you segments
I
of
like that.
audio nuggets,
Yeah.
and then
I don't care if it says like if I say yes, or if I say some stuff.
yeah.
As long as they cannot see that it's me.
Yes.
So the energy cannot come towards me.
Exactly.
It
And
will
it
just
cannot come towards you. I want you to manifest, stop saying and feeling scarcity.
Okay.
I need you to stop feeling scarcity about energy coming to you and things not happening for you. This is not going to help in any of our growth process that we've been doing for the past days and what you're doing on your own. You need to release that shit because you keep talking about scarcity and it's not good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You sound so vulnerable and anxiety and so worried, and you're ruining the manifest. If we had a good conversation and you took a lot of good wisdom from this, you are self-sabotaging it by talking that way. It's like going to the gym and then you have a cigarette after, or go eat chicken McNuggets. You just ruined the progress. So I need you to stop emphasizing on this because you're manifesting what you don't want. You're like ruining your efforts.
What if I manifest that chicken nuggets are good for me?
That's naive and impossible.
I am possible.
No, there's a difference between reality, and common sense. So obviously chicken nuggets, you can't be feeding yourself with chips and nuggets and shit that's bad for your gut bacteria and saying, I'm healthy, this is good for me. That's so you're not stupid, but that's so stupid. If I were to say that, that is very stupid for me to be eating chips and saying I'm healthy, unless it is organic or 4 ingredients. But no, that's very naive for you to, if you were to think that way, that's very naive. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask like why it's not working for this when it's working for everything else.
No, it wouldn't, because when you start to get into your mind, I already respect you, right? You don't have to emphasize your scarcity. I'm only saying this for you. I don't need to like continuously understand. I'm very understanding if you just say, you know what, like what you explained, I understand. I don't need to be like, and especially when I ask questions and we're going back and forth, it's a challenge for some people to go back and forth, to have a conversation, handle it. But what the reason why I'm stopping you is because it's all good. I get it. I don't want you to manifest and hinder yourself by saying what you don't want.
Yeah.
Okay. I would be telling my stepdaughter this. I would be telling my son, my daughter, Naz. I would be telling everybody the same thing I'm telling you. And I would talk with this tonality where I'm getting upset with you a little bit, is because I care.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a coach. I'm not some fluffy guru that's going to always talk sensitive to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take accountability for your actions. Yeah. So stop it. Stop speaking that garbage, because it is garbage. I know your intention, but change it to it's not happened what you want. Okay. I know your desire. I get it.
Are we talking now about the scarcity or the chicken nuggets?
Everything. Scarcity, chicken nuggets, the videos, the everything. Don't think in the way you think. Even if somebody wants to send you some bad intentions, look, it's going to happen. Don't perceive it. It's not me that's going to fuck you up. It's you. There's people in the world that are probably already sending signals out to Cell Select because they know who you are. They've gone to CGTV. If they are negative, they can already send signals to you. So why do you think one video that Malcolm's going to post is going to affect you? That's such a big scarcity mindset that you have. The world is bigger than Malcolm.
Mhm.
The world is bigger than just guided intelligence posting a video about you, especially if it has such a good, loving intention behind it, and you have such scarcity behind it. That is so wrong. I respect you, but I still look at that as you should never, you should detach and be like, look, like same thing with this boy, this guy. Don't look at it negative. Look at it with love. Don't look at anything like that. Look at it with love. Try that. It's hard for all of us, but practice that.
Mhm. I just see all this information shared in a much more positive and impactful way.
It will be, but you have to see it like that. If
Yeah.
you can, I won't
see-
post it right now, but I need you to see the post. Imagine, I'm not going to post it. I want you to imagine that I took a clip of you, a video of you, and you are seeing yourself as the way you see yourself. But I want you to have a good intention behind it, that it's for a good cause, a good purpose, and your manifestations are still happening, that everyone is seeing you as bliss and joy and amazing, successful actress. Everything is still happening for you for the success of your opportunities. Nothing is going to come in the way of that. Nothing's going to hinder you. You are blasting through all of this fear and anxiety and stress, and everything good is coming to you. No matter what post is out there in the world of you, people are going to look at you with love in their eyes.
Mhm.
Nothing is going to come to you with a bad attraction.
I just love for this to stay private.
Yeah,
Just,
I know. I'm not going to post it, but I need to express this to you so you put it in your mind.
mhm.
You have to practice those type of words when it comes to anything to do with scarcity that you don't like, you feel uncomfortable. That's a paradigm. Change it right away. I'm not going to go beyond you and do that. I'm not going to, but I have to emphasize my reasons to teach you.
Yeah.
I want you to understand that you have to change that.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you can't see that, communicate it with me, because that's something we have to focus on every time we have a session, on that mindset. If you still can't see through that.
I love where you coming from. I can see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I can also see that my perspective about the videos doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with my anxiety or with my scarcity mindset.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from. I do see my anxiety in a lot of things. This specifically, I did not.
No, I know. It's the attraction part though, the end result. So what you're saying is 100% true. I believe you. You believe yourself. You trust yourself. I trust you too. I know what you're saying is everything's beautiful about it. The only tidbit I want you to take away from this is the end result in the vision. When you say to me that when I am there, then I'm okay with it. Even though we're not going to post, I want you to send the signal that I am there and I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with it now. I want you to send that to source that you're okay with it now. Okay. Even though I'm not going to post it, I want you to program your mind out of that scarcity mindset now. Don't wait till you're successful to have things posted of you to not have that mindset. Fix that mindset now. Here's an example. It's like I'm trying to do stuff in my life without having to do stuff. Okay? Like you're trying to attract without getting anything in your way, like me posting something about you and stuff, right? You're trying to do stuff in your life without having to me post it and then have you to accept that right now. You don't want to have to go through that. But in your mind, you can do it. You could do the work in your mind. Remember, imagination is very powerful. You can imagine that you accept it out there and people are seeing it, and create that vision now. So when it does happen, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I want you to just visualize that it happened. So I already posted your shit. So pretend I did it. Just pretend. Go through those feelings and change the chemistry in your body and your mind that, okay, I have no scarcity. Go ahead. Take it, world. Take it. Take it. I know I'm still going to achieve my successes. Do that kind of work in your mind. Don't get into that scarcity mindset that someone can de-attract you, or I'm not there yet and I don't want people to see, and someone with the evil eye can say, oh, this failure, that. Change all of that shit. That's what I did when I was, somebody in the family maybe was trying to possess or manipulate the family members. Okay, they do some voodoo magic and some stuff like that, and imagine they're trying to place magic on you and your mom and keep you down, and you're being kept down. But if you start fixing this mentality and you change the image of reality, her magic won't work. It's the same way with what we're talking about. You could do it. Okay, I want you to practice this for the past couple of days till our next call, that you pictured everything's posted of you and you are living wholeheartedly with that acceptance in your heart. Because I want you to detach from that notion that you need to be somewhere first.
But I don't need to. I want to be somewhere first.
You are somewhere first already. That's the change you have to make. You are somewhere already. That's called living in the reality. You're not living in the reality yet. Stop wanting. Start doing it. Start living it now. Yeah. Try your best to understand this, to live in everything now. Everything you don't want, everything that you want that's over there, you are. Feel it now. Live it now. Believe it now. Harness it now. Act like it now. Do tests. That's why I tested you about the first video, the testimonial. Those are all tests. I have your back, man, girl. I'm on your side. Like, I'm not here to just use you. I don't need you for that. I don't need you. Like, who are you? I know what I am. I know what I'm going to do. I don't need you, you know? It's like I can use another girl, you know, to have a video. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It's in you what you are. See what the work that I do. People probably think that I needed your clip or someone's clip, or you might think that's going to help. Look, if I change the paradigm in my own head, I don't need it. So that's what I did in the instant that you told me no. I detached from the feeling of hoping to have it to I don't need it. I already have it. Everything's going to happen anyways. I'm going to do my videos or other people's, everything. I don't allow you to hinder my manifestation. You see, you got to do that for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Keep manifesting things for yourself. Okay. In the now, believe you are what you. So this was a test of where your mind is at. Now fix where your mind is. These are paradigms. You don't have to do it in reality, physically posting pictures and videos of you being vulnerable. Do it in your mind. This is a mind work. If you get good at mastering your mind, that's the coaching. That's the end result of our coaching. Get good at being like, oh shit, no, change that. I just said something. No, change that. I just felt something. Oh, change that. I understand you. I get you. I respect you. I'm not against you. I'm just helping you fix all that stuff.
Mhm.
Let it out. You're already there. Okay. You are already there. You have what you are. Treat yourself. Go get some nuggets and get a drink and live it and do this visualization work and picture everything that you desire that's going to happen now. Picture the videos that the world sees you, that you're famous, you're amazing, and you have vulnerable videos up there when you were vulnerable, and that people are seeing you as vulnerable, and that's making you more of a star. Visualize that. Imagine
Mhm.
how beautiful that is in your mind. Because
Because what I saw those recordings, I thought, you know, I am there, but once I'm there, like once it's, how can I
I
talk
know,
without?
I know, I know. When it's so when it comes as a reality, right?
Mhm.
When it comes, what are you trying to say? So when it comes,
So when it comes, I thought of it as a series of, like episodes that you could release. I thought
not
of that.
necessarily. You thought of
I
that?
thought I thought of that as like a weekly update so people can see once it becomes that what work I've done,
Oh,
that it's
you
not,
want that? Oh, cool.
like because people talk about overnight success.
Yeah,
Well, the overnight success was a 5-year work on myself.
yeah,
It's not just about the acting work. Okay, that's good too. Stay engaged
yeah,
so they can feel it. But this is all the essential work, the
yeah,
personal growth. I feel.
yeah,
I feel this will make me successful. This is
yeah.
making me successful. This is
Yes,
feeling good to me.
yes,
This is feeling right to me. And
yes.
all of those acting coaches, they want to be successful, but their side hustle is acting coach. So I don't want to be a successful acting coach. That's why I don't take everything that they say as important as what you say.
Yeah,
Make sense?
I appreciate you and I see your vision. It's gonna happen. Um, Play out your visions and your roles, and I'm there for you. I send beautiful visions and exciting, blissful things that you want to manifest in your life. That's the only way to be. Is you gotta do that for people and do that for the world. What you want reflected back on you, you got to be able to reflect it back onto the world. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, anything that you desire will come into fruition. No worries, you'll have all the content, copies, whatever. Um, yeah, I have no attachment to that. I'm a communicator. I like to get under to understand.
Hmm.
That's why I ask questions and I want to know why. Or what about this? And then okay, this is what I think. I just love to understand and expand.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not about doing it or forcing anything to happen.
Mhm.
It's just having a better understanding. But that's my goal though, is I'm gonna use nuggets,
Mhm.
not your video clips, just your audio, but other people's, and then we can post that. I'm gonna send it to you, and then you can add that into your template, and then we can start posting those weekly or every other day on from our shared folder. I will post it onto my Instagram and Facebook.
Mhm. That sounds cool. I like it.
Mhm. Yeah, so hopefully you like it. I think you have a great design mindset. Like you're really good. So take a look at what I sent you and take ideas,
Mhm.
and we'll go from there. But yeah, take it easy
You
on
too.
everything, and do this work. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the boy and all that kind of with the guy. I'll
Yeah,
send you this.
I just wanted your opinion on it. I've gotten very good over the years with like letting it go. I was way more controlling before. But yeah, it will come as it comes. Um, I would like it to come
Yeah,
as I want it to come, but it
I
will
know.
come as it comes.
You have to, there's no I. It's, you have to give the, when you say when I want it to come, you got to put that to when you want it to come, to God, to source, to energy. So everything that comes out of you that's an I,
Mhm.
you put it, you say, God, like that's, you know, my desires, you know, like say it to God.
That's beautiful. I will
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, it'll help you. Cool. No, this is good. We're gonna take baby steps. I mean, I can tell that it's progress.
Yeah.
It's progress and work. So no worries. I've been doing this
Yeah.
for years, so it took me time to really fully understand. It's taken me 7, 8 years to work with Nas. You know, some days 3, 4 days go, like I know in a couple days or weeks or maybe a few days, we're gonna do more growth. It's just inevitable. It has to happen. If there's no growth, there's separation. That's the result,
Yeah.
right? So